Options, options. Girl, we got some options. Make that pa shit.
What do you think about this photograph?
No. Hold on, is that real?
It's got some fucking cans on him, bro.
Damn, that's awesome. Mason just showed me a picture of Vladimir Putin with big, voluptuous titties.
They're not. I wouldn't call them voluptuous.
Voluptuous.
They're kind of droopy.
No, they look good. These are the kind of tits I'm into. Whoever made that's a genius.
They're just slightly past their prime.
Testing.
They're slightly past their prime.
Gotta water my eye real quick before we start the podcast.
Because you know that Putin, he's like a rich bitch, right? So he wants to have like super fly titties. all breasts are great. I'm
just like on my way to becoming a Bond villain.
Yeah.
Well, they've always got something fucked up with their eye. You ever notice that?
A lot of them, yeah.
Yeah.
The Golden Eye.
Dr. Evil.
He's not a Bond villain.
Yeah.
The villain from the most recent one, didn't he have an eye thing?
Le Chiffre. He cries blood. The most recent one.
No,
he had some scars and stuff. He didn't really have anything wrong with his eyes, but he had weird eyes. That actor just has weird eyes.
Yeah.
It's got those like bug eyes.
It's hard to keep track of like some of the more recent villains because they're just so forgettable.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one from Casino Royale, he had an eye thing.
Yeah. He was pretty sweet.
Right.
Yeah. I like that actor. We should have him on the pod sometime.
Yeah, get him on here. What's his name?
His name, it eludes me right at this moment.
Failure.
I call him Le Chiffre.
Okay. Is that his name in the movie?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I know his name. I'm just like choking up.
His name in the movie is Le Chiffre?
Le Chiffre.
It is not.
It is, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Hold on.
This guy's smoking rocks.
I can't remember anything right now. Casino Royale. That's the name of the movie.
Yeah, that's the name of the film.
Casino Royale.
And then the name.
I'm gonna kick myself the minute.
What's the guy's?
Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh yeah, right.
Le Chiffre.
Let's see.
Here you go. Yeah, Mads is cool. He was the bitch in Rihanna's "Bitch Better Have My Money."
Is it pronounced Le Chiffre with the R? Is the R silent?
Yes, Mason. I've seen this movie a lot of times.
Is the R silent?
Le Chiffre. That's funny. There's an R. No, they just say Le Chiffre in the movie.
All right.
Yeah, it's a cool name.
Fair enough.
Might name my son Le Chiffre. Le Chiffre.
For some reason, the name Latif comes to mind.
This guy's cool.
Damn, what is that from?
Demetrios. Remember Demetrios in that movie? He got cocked by Bond.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, and then he got stabbed at Body World.
Right, and then
left,
and then
he got bodied at Body World.
Then his cheating wife was murdered, right?
Yeah, and tortured.
Yeah.
Not in that order.
They found her on the beach.
Yeah, she was tortured first.
What a film.
Yeah.
You been watching anything this week?
I have. Yeah, I've been watching. Because I knew you were gonna come with something, so I wanted to come with something.
What have you been watching?
I probably watched more than you.
We'll see. What have you been watching?
I watched all 3 Descendants films. And not the movie, not the 2014 film
Descendants
starring George Clooney and Shailene Woodley.
You're talking about?
Wait, is it 2014 or 2011?
What are you talking about? Descendants.
Descendants. It's a Disney Channel original movie. Not to be confused with The Descendants.
Not to be confused with that George Clooney movie, right?
With George Clooney. Which did that movie?
Was that movie
also
good? Not to be confused with Allegiant. It was critically acclaimed.
2011.
It was critically acclaimed. I didn't think it was very good, but it's been a while since I saw it. Maybe I just didn't get it.
I feel like George Clooney was old in that movie.
Maybe I was young.
And that was like a while ago.
Yeah.
So he must be really old now.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Descendants, that's the George Clooney one, but Descendants is the Disney Channel original movie.
And there's
starring
3 films.
Dove Cameron and Cameron Boyce.
Oh wow.
And
Mr. Boyce?
Mitchell Hope. He plays Ben, King Ben.
King?
Yeah. So check it out.
What the fuck is this about?
So I know, right? So check it out. It's about the descendants of all the Disney princes and princesses.
What?
They're kids. They all go to the same high school.
What?
And so
what the fuck are you talking about?
So Beast and Belle, they married at the end of Beauty
and
the
fucked.
Beast. And they had Ben, right?
They fucked.
Yeah, they fucked. And so Beast, he's the king, and he united all the kingdoms, and it became the United States of Aerodon. Okay, and the United States of Aerodon.
Aerodon?
Oradon or something.
Isn't this?
I think it's Oradon.
Doesn't Beauty and the Beast take place in France?
I know, right?
So what the fuck?
None of this makes any sense. No one has like a French accent or anything.
That's strange.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I guess they didn't have French accents in the
So
movie either.
I'm confused. Where does this take place?
I guess
They're films. It's not a series.
They're films. I know. Thank God they're not like TV. It's not a TV show.
This is so strange.
Yeah. Look, here's the poster.
Is it animated?
No, it's live action. Yeah.
Descendants.
I watched all 3 of them.
And are the Beauty and the Beast in it?
Yeah. So like Belle and Beast are in it, and basically, the
What
Beast
is going on here?
he united all the kingdoms together. So like Cinderella, her kingdom, like Little Mermaid, like all the shit.
So it doesn't
Mulan.
it doesn't take place like in but like the villains' kids, are they in it too?
So the villains, they've all been captured and they are sent to the Isle of the Lost. Okay. And they are magic. They can't do their magic there.
Yeah.
And it's just this island. It's protected by a barrier.
Okay.
And all the kids, they all have kids. I guess they all just fuck because they have nothing else to do. So they have a bunch of villain kids.
The villains
the VKs.
also have kids. They're literally called the VKs.
The VKs.
No, they're not.
I'm not joking.
Oh no.
There's like a deep mythology to this series, and it's actually really smart too. It's about like class warfare. And,
it's a trilogy.
It's channeling in a lot of really deep themes.
It's a trilogy.
Yeah, it's a trilogy of films.
Is there a film? Like the last film is out. Like they're not going to make more.
I think the first 2 ended on like a cliffhanger, and the last one really didn't. So I feel like they kind of wrapped it up.
Okay, that's kind of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's interesting.
but it's funny the way they're formatted because like they're formatted for TV. So they're movies, but like
they're for TV.
The music kind of like fades out at the end of certain scenes really abruptly, and then like we kind of like fade to black for commercial break.
Right. Yeah.
But it's like, and then it's like obviously just the next scene.
They aired on
Yeah, they originally aired on the Disney Channel.
Satellite television.
Right. But they're like pretty good production value. Like
no, I'm looking at the trailer. This is
like there's some good CGI.
It's okay.
And like they're smart movies too. Like
they're smart.
Yeah, they have some like deep like I think like ideas like they're trying to like channel through to these kids.
I see.
About like classism. And
it's
stuff.
like just because like you're a princess's kid doesn't mean that like you're better than the villain's kid.
Right.
Like the villain's kids are like they're valid too.
So we start out at the beginning of the movie. The Beast.
The beginning of movie 1.
Yeah, movie 1. The Beast. What's his name? I don't even know.
What's his name?
Yeah, what's his name?
Does he have a name? Do they just call him the Beast?
No.
King Aradon or whatever.
I guess his name is just Beast.
Weird.
But
you would think that they would have like given him a different name since he's not like a fucking beast anymore.
Yeah, I guess he just plays Beast. But yeah, he basically is like abdicating the throne to his 16-year-old son for some reason.
Okay, like he just wants to go and like whatever, have fun.
Yeah, he's like,
something.
He's like, son, like you
time for you to take over.
It's time for you to take over or whatever. And Ben's really cool, he's like a really good
He's
kid.
cool.
Yeah, he's a really cool like
he's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. Yeah, okay. And he's like, I want to let I want to let some of the VK kids, from the Isle like come over to Auradon.
Oh, okay.
And like
so
come to Auradon Prep.
He's an
They all go to the same school, which is confusing to me. Because they're all from different continents and geopolitical backgrounds and such.
And periods of time.
Yeah, because like Mulan's kid shows up. She's like, I'm Kim, I'm.
No way. Her name is not Kim.
I don't know what her name is.
Okay, all right.
But it's like, I'm Mulan's daughter or whatever, and they're like, whenever anyone introduces themselves, they have to say like who they are related to. Like,
well, obviously because they don't look anything like the fucking.
Yeah.
You got to explain it.
Yeah. So.
Kids are watching this.
I don't really know like how that's possible like within the context of the time frame.
It sounds like this sounds like a bunch of like people at the Disney Channel got like fucking ripped one day.
It's a really good idea.
And they were like, it's I don't know, like it's an idea. Let's just say that. Like once you get past all like the details of like how it's happening and it's just like this is happening.
I took some notes.
Nice. Perfect.
Yeah, because I didn't want to like forget anything.
Right. It sounds like these really left an impression on you.
Yeah. So like the 4 main kids from the VKs.
There's only 4. Whose kids are they?
They're the ones who were chosen to come over first.
Whose kid? Like
and Mal is like the leader.
What was there? A contest?
Mal, her mom is Maleficent. And she's like the biggest, baddest one, the villain or whatever.
Right.
And
she's the baddest villain.
There's Carlos, and that's Cruella de Vil's son.
What about? Is there like like is Simba's like kid anywhere?
They don't mention the Lion King.
Okay,
at
weird.
all. Yeah, because they're animals.
Like Scar's
They'd probably
kid.
be too expensive.
Well, I was just thinking like just cast them as people too.
Just cast them as people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're already fucking doing all this other shit.
Yeah, you're already kind of off the deep end with like the
Right.
mythology. Yeah. Then there's Jay. He's Jafar's son.
Like
from Aladdin.
I am just so scrambled in my brain about like how all the approvals like of these stories like went, because like there had to be somebody deciding like, oh, this is not canon. This is
I'm
canon.
sure they had to have some discussions.
This isn't
internally.
This is on brand.
But-
This isn't on brand.
But yeah, I mean, it's all Disney, so it all falls under the Disney banner.
No,
they can pretty
right,
much do whatever
right.
they want.
Well, no, yeah, well they can, but like they it's like different it's different like entities within Disney.
Did I tell you it's a musical too?
And it's a musical.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So there's lots of music.
Oh
And
wow.
This is kind of how I got turned on to it, because we went to Disney World,
Mm.
and at the resort on our TV, there's a whole just like Disney Parks music channel where
Right.
they just loop through music videos
Yeah, right.
all day. And I actually
God.
want the channel just for my like everyday life,
Oh,
because it's
God.
great. And yeah, they're playing these like weird ones. And I was like, I've never heard of these. And like, what is this from? It turns out it's from Descendants.
I see.
From various films.
Of the
and
the
some of them are
films.
are kind of bangers.
Were they like did you get like spoiled? Like
a little bit? Yeah, definitely.
that's weird.
But then there's Evie, and she's the daughter of the evil queen from Snow White. Yeah, her name's just
Okay.
Evil Queen.
Who fucked her?
That's you kind of get into that later on in the other movies, like who the other parent is for some of them, but not all of them. It's still a mystery
And,
for like we still don't know who like Jafar fucked to make Jay. Like
Like who was like Jafar?
Yeah, and
And
then
like why are there other people other than villains?
there's also Harry Hook.
Ew.
That's Captain Hook's son.
Yeah.
Super gay, really inappropriately
Peter
gay.
Pan's son is there?
No, Captain Hook's son.
Peter Pan's son is
Peter Pan's a boy.
Peter Pan's
He's,
son.
he's forever a boy.
But like he doesn't have any kid.
Peter Pan's never mentioned in the movies.
But Hook is?
Yeah, Hook is mentioned.
Harry Hook?
Harry Hook.
Who the fuck decided on that name?
Harry Hook
That's
is like
disgusting.
the most inappropriate one out of all of them. Like he's like incredibly like sexual, and he's always trying to hook people. Like you got to.
Does he have a hook?
He does have a hook,
What
but
the
it's
fuck?
not a real hook. It's like
He just like holds it on his
he
hand.
just holds it on his hand.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is beyond.
Yeah, he wants to be like his dad, but he's not he's not gonna go all the way and
He's
cut
not.
his own hand
He's
off.
not. Yeah. He's not gonna let an alligator cut his hand, like bite his hand off.
Yeah.
He also doesn't have like a young boy. Like I feel like Captain Hook is kind of a pedophile.
Definitely. Yeah, he's obsessed.
Like he's obsessed with this like
With
with
Peter
this
Pan.
like this young man who's like forever a boy.
It's super gay.
But like
now that
he
you think
never
about
does
it.
he never age?
Yeah, no one ever ages
In
in Neverland.
But that now he's not at Neverland, so like
who, Hook?
yeah.
Yeah, we never see Hook.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
weird.
Yeah, we only see his son.
Maybe he just like dropped his kid off on the island.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
catch you later.
Well, maybe
buddy.
he just died. Yeah, he's
Oh,
pretty
shit.
old.
Yeah, he was old already.
Yeah, last time we saw him, he was
Who fucked him?
Dustin
Damn,
Hoffman.
Damn, I want to know.
He was pretty old then, so that was in
Right.
the 90s.
Yeah, he was good. Dustin Hoffman was good as Hook.
Oh yeah, dude, Hook's one of my favorite villains.
Dude,
I wish he had been in Descendants. That would have been good. But Harry Hook was great.
I really want to know.
He's one of
who-
my favorite
I really want to
characters.
know who hooked up with the captain.
Yeah, probably rape.
Ew.
Yeah,
No.
He seems like a
no.
raper.
I hope not.
yeah,
I hope not. Oh my god.
yeah. Well,
Oh. Oh no.
he's a villain.
They couldn't like he was too horrible to even keep on the island.
Yeah, maybe he just like they fed him the alligator or something. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad they didn't cast him though, honestly, because I don't think anyone could top Dustin Hoffman's performance. It'd be great if they got Dustin Hoffman for the fourth one. That would be epic.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, if they did a fourth Descendants. But yeah, anyway, Mal and
I'd much rather
the
a
other
second Hook
the other
movie.
VKs, they come over on King Ben's orders or whatever,
Okay.
and they're like, they got a secret plan though. Like they're gonna steal Fairy Godmother's wand and
okay.
and reopen the Isle of the Lost. They're
okay.
gonna pretend to be good.
They're like they're like giving us a chance, so
Right.
like let's fuck them over.
Right, exactly.
Right.
But they come to like appreciate the
Yep.
United States of Eridon's
not
ways.
being not being literally segregated.
Yeah, because the Isle of Lost sucks. It's like a shanty town. It's like
Oh no,
it's all gray and there's
So like
there's no trees.
there's no
or,
school or anything.
There's no school. It's all just like
Damn.
gangland war.
How do they keep up? Like once they get to Eridon
Eridon Prep.
Prep. How do they keep
Yeah.
up?
I don't know. They don't really go to school that often.
Okay.
They're kind of just like
They're kind of just like in
drama
the streets and shit.
They're kind of just. I mean, I guess they go to class.
They're like at school, but they're not like.
Yeah,
in
we never really
class.
see them in class. They're mostly just talking
Right.
and doing stuff. And,
I see.
Yeah.
It's kind of just a suggestion.
Yeah, and what happens next? Oh yeah, I think Mal, she's Maleficent's daughter. She puts Ben under a spell to love her.
What about like
a love spell?
God. What about like Mickey Mouse's son?
No, they wouldn't touch Mickey. Well, golly, you're going to Oridon Prep, son. Make your old pops proud.
Yeah, and Goofy's son. Goofy's son, the kid from a Goofy movie.
Yeah, no, he's going to special school for sure.
Oh no,
he's retarded.
Yeah, no, he's old. He's old by now, and he just fucking gets high every day. Like he's.
Oh, Max. Oh yeah, I forgot Goofy does have a son.
Yeah, from a Goofy
Max
movie.
from the Goofy movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah, it's Goofy.
Yeah, he's not goofy like his dad. He's
Right.
like trying to be cool.
Right.
That's good. But then he learns to appreciate his goofy
Right.
dad's goofy ways.
Yeah, then he gets hooked on Smack.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
That's
part.
not canon, but I'm putting it in the canon.
He's definitely a stoner. You can tell for sure.
Like a stony beloner.
And so she puts Ben under a spell.
Okay.
And
Gorgeous.
their boyfriend and girlfriend,
Ooh.
And I guess
how
they're
scintillating.
about to steal the magic wand.
Yeah.
And she wants to give. She starts to feel bad about it because she's like starting to develop feelings for Ben.
Right.
And she's like, after we steal the wand and let all the villains out and take over Auradon, I don't want Ben to still like be in love with me. I feel like that's too cruel.
Okay. Oh
So-
wow. So she's got a heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Her
Raised-
mom is really the one who's wants her to do all this.
Right. Raised in a war zone
Yeah.
by
The evilest,
literally
the
Maleficent.
evilest woman. She's so evil.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. There's a whole song
Is
about
she-
how she's
damn,
evil.
I wish they would have cast Angelina Jolie. Like, could they get Angelina to
No.
play her?
They didn't. They got some good actors.
Sure.
They got some like TV kind of actors.
Okay, some TV actors.
Some good high profile TV people, but no like movie level
Right.
actors. Like
You've seen these
Angelina
people in
Jolie.
other things.
Yeah, like I've
No,
seen
you
some of them
haven't.
in like American Horror Story and other things.
No, you
Like-
have not.
What do you mean?
Are you serious?
Yeah, like the guy who plays Hades. He was in American Horror Story for a couple seasons.
So Hades is in it too?
Yeah, Hades isn't
Is
it?
Hercules' son in it?
No.
It's so weird.
Gaston's son is in it. He's Harry.
Gaston?
He's Harry Hook's like gay best friend.
Gaston
Gaston's
is
son.
in it?
No, Gaston's not in it. He's mentioned.
What the fuck?
He's like hey, my dad he's like he like tells like he tells like Beast or like he tells Belle or something. He's like, because he comes over in the second one. I
Yeah,
think,
right.
And he's like, my dad wanted me to say hi for him or whatever.
What the fuck?
Like he still has a chance or something.
Shut up.
That's awesome. Yeah, but Hades is in it, and then I feel like I recognize the actress who plays Maleficent. She's been in things, but I wouldn't know her name.
All right.
But you would probably recognize her if you saw her.
I might. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of TV.
She really hams it up.
Okay, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a whole song where she talks about how like evil she is. And
Oh no.
she's like, "Don't you want to be evil like me?" It's pretty catchy. Don't you want to be evil like me?
Oh god.
Yeah, and it's good. Yeah, so then Mal bakes Ben this like little like cake or whatever, or this little cupcake, and she's like,
Is it like a drop-in cake or?
no, they're just like writing to the ceremony or whatever. Or it's his coordination, I guess. It's
coronation.
coordination.
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 It's his coordination.
I need to.
All right, we're
coordinate
gonna
my words
we're
better.
gonna coordinate you today, son.
And so he's becoming king, I guess, and that's when they're gonna steal the wand. So she bakes him this
Okay.
little cake because she doesn't want him to
Horrible.
always be in love with her after all this goes down.
Right. So it's like a dropout cake,
It's a
I guess.
sympathy dropout cake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but he eats it right away. She's like,
Oh,
she's
no.
like, wait until after the thing. He's like,
He's
no,
like,
I'm hungry right now.
Oh, I'm hungry. Boo.
and he
My tongue.
eats it, and she's like, no, and he's like, oh, like, are you worried that it's gonna wear the spell off or whatever, and she's like, "You knew?" And he's like, "I've known ever since we took that swim in the enchanted lake, and like this
What
the
the
spell
fuck?
washed off me." And
Oh,
she's like,
shit.
She's like, "So you just been pretending this whole time to love me?" And he's like, "Who's pretending?"
Oh
Or
no,
whatever.
that's
So
fucking
basically, she like drugs him,
ridiculous.
and he's like totally cool with it.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
he's like, "All right, whatever."
Yeah. So that sounds like a really enlightened film.
Yeah, because he was with he was with Sleeping Beauty's daughter.
Okay.
Aurora's daughter.
Does she like?
Audrey.
Is she like tired all the time?
No, that'd be funny though. No, Audrey's like kind of like the preppy, like perfect girl or whatever at the Ordon Prep, and she's like pissed that the VKs are coming over.
Right.
or whatever.
Right. Like.
Yeah, and she's like, "You stole Ben from me" or whatever, because he like
Right.
they were already kind of like on the way out
Right.
anyway, and then like Mal comes and she like slipped him the magic. I forgot how she drugged him originally. She put some sort of spell, or she drugged him with some sort of food. She's always baking him something.
Right.
And
Right.
always giving him these things.
She's like always like slipping him something.
Yeah.
She's just keeping
I
him
feel like
whacked out.
Ben gets like put under a spell like every single movie, dude. And he's just an idiot. But he's a lovable oaf.
A lovable oaf.
Yeah,
Huh?
but no, he's a really good guy. Ben. He's just like
He sounds like
He's a good actor,
a little
too.
too forgiving.
yeah, he's very forgiving. He's like very understanding. He always like
I know you drugged me and tried to have your way with me, but who's pretending?
yeah. So now she feels like even worse about it, and she
feel like-
doesn't want to go through with it.
Is it now? Let me ask this: does it turn back around the other way if she thinks that he isn't under his own control, but then he's like doing stuff with her? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like, wait a minute, you had sex with me? I thought you were drugged. You just wanted to? Oh my god! You know what I'm saying?
It's not. Yeah.
Does
it's
it
not-
turn back around?
It's not as consensual
Right.
as it was.
Well, she was consenting to a very specific situation,
right.
but then like it actually wasn't that. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
wonder about that.
what happens is she doesn't want to do it, doesn't want to steal the wand,
Oh, I thought you were talking about
but it ends up
sex. How much
no.
sex is in this movie?
Zero.
There's zero sex.
There's some kissing and like
There's kissing,
heavy petting.
some necking.
Yeah. Not about necking, but no, there's definitely some kissing and some
Heavy petting? What is heavy petting?
like just like some touches and PDA, stuff like that.
Some touches in PDA,
Yeah.
like an ass grab.
I don't think there's an ass grab.
There's no ass grab.
These are all like underage kids, pretty much. So they keep it
They're-
pretty PG.
Okay,
Yeah, they're all like 16.
they're 16
ish. Yeah,
and that's
King Ben's-
underage in Aerodon.
Yeah, yeah.
Did they talk about? Did they talk
I
about?
don't think they talk about like the legality of what the age of consent is.
So they may not be underage.
no, like I'm pretty sure.
And the actors, I'm sure, are like
it's
20
kind of
something.
it's kind of basically like modern times, like in this
Okay.
world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, there's some.
They have like phones and
I
stuff.
think there's some-
they have like iPhones. And stuff.
Isn't there a state where the age of consent is 16?
You might know about some stuff like that, but that's not really on my radar.
Maybe it's 17. No, I feel like there's some kind of southern type of deal where it's like 16.
Probably like Alabama.
Could be.
Yeah,
The
anything goes.
yeah, but the actors themselves are like in their 20s.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah. I'm sure they're
What
like
the
our age probably.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like Dove Cameron. I think I was like, because I never knew. I always like heard of her, but I was like, what? I didn't like
know.
know who she was.
Who's
but like
that?
this is like the movie like she's famous for, I guess. Because I've always like
never heard of her.
Yeah.
ever in my entire life.
Yeah. So yeah,
she's famous.
She's
She's famous for this.
I guess so. Yeah. No, she's pretty good in the movie, and I like King Ben too. He's good. I feel like
Okay.
I want to see him in more stuff.
Okay.
When
did the last one come out?
That's a good question.
Did they
'Cause
come out,
the
like-
first one came out in 2015.
Yeah. Did they come out like just year after year, or like was there a little space?
Let me look it up. But yeah, so she doesn't want to go through with it,
Of course.
and it turns out Fairy Godmother's daughter.
Yeah. Oh,
is
she
the-
has
is-
a daughter.
Is the one who steals the wand.
Oh shit.
Because she wants to be like pretty or something. I don't know.
Right, she's like
the ugly duckling or something. I don't
Okay.
I don't know. I wasn't really paying like super close attention to
Yeah,
these
right,
movies. I was
no,
like
yeah.
doing other shit.
Right.
But she like it's kind of like a bait. Like you see like a hand grab the wand and you see it
Oh,
like
yeah.
go off,
And then like later.
and then it like reveals that it was actually Fairy Godmother.
oh shit.
daughter.
But
who
did they
did it.
think it? Did they think it was?
No, everyone there saw what happened.
Wait, so
the way they filmed it was kind of like bait.
Wait, so
The last one came out in 2019, so pretty recently.
Oh, pretty relatively. So I'm a little bit confused. So, Fairy Godmother's daughter. This is the first film we're talking about.
Yeah, we're getting close to the end of the first film.
Oh wow! So she lets all the villains out.
Yeah, I don't know why.
How does that? Yeah, how does that like?
How does that progress her
beauty?
Yeah,
I
don't know.
Is one of them gonna like make her look good or something?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, she just wants to get hooked.
She yeah, so God, I gotta show you this guy. This guy who plays Harry Hook. He's like
Harry Hook.
Inappropriate. He's having way too much fun with the role. Way too much fun. He's doing like this like weird like
who's fucking
transatlantic
idea?
Like accent, like this gay like thing.
Whose
and
idea?
It's like, I'm gonna hook you. He's like, it's been a while since I've had a good hooking.
What the fuck? Whose idea was it to literally name him Harry Hook?
And he's always trying to hook people. And
that sounds like the worst glory hole title ever.
They don't even introduce him into the second. I think
come down to the Harry Hook glory hole.
Yeah.
He's in the second film.
He's in the second and third one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So in the first, I don't think he's.
Is there anybody that's
one.
in the first one that's not in the second or third?
Yeah, Maleficent isn't in the second or third one.
Really?
She gets defeated at the end of this one.
So they just kill her.
She comes to the island and like they have like a big kind of like fight, and
so they're like dancing and singing.
And then like
at the same time.
I forget. Yeah, basically, and they basically like have some sort of skirmish. And she gets turned into, or she turns herself into a giant dragon.
Oh,
and
right,
then,
that's her thing. Right.
I think she freezes everyone, but then like Mal stands up to her, and she's got her own power or some shit.
Something.
I watched this a few days ago.
Something.
I was barely watching it, but like she basically gets turned into the size of the love in her heart, and
oh no,
and so she turns into a little lizard, and then Mal keeps the lizard in like a little like habitat.
That would be
from then on.
That would be. Do they like reference back to it?
Yeah, like in the second movie, she has her mom in the habitat, but it's like a different lizard. It's like not the same type of lizard. I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, that's bait. You have to keep that continuity.
Yeah, the continuity was strange. Because it was like a dark like lizard that was like the same color as the dragon, as the CGI dragon. The CGI was not good on the dragon.
No. Certainly not.
Not good. It gets a little bit better like as the movie
progressively.
Go on, because Mal like turns into a dragon later.
Right.
But yeah, this first dragon
CG got cheaper.
I mean, it's pretty bad all around.
Yeah.
But this first dragon was rough. And yeah, she gets shrunk down into this like kind of purple like little lizard, and the next movie is just like a normal looking lizard.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, like kind of a more standard lizard.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Maybe like
really
the purpleness like wore off.
Yeah.
Or something.
It was like a completely.
different like species of lizard. Yeah. Like yeah,
like whatever lizard they could find on the day.
Yeah, like they couldn't really be bothered to keep that lizard.
They're focusing too much more on the more on the songs and the other aspects.
Hopefully
of the
that lizard, the original lizard, went
sets were pretty like big. I was kind of impressed with some of the like production value. They definitely spent money on this thing. It wasn't like a total
money?
Total like cheap.
What was the budget?
That's a good question.
Let's find out. I bet they like.
I don't think they list the budget on Wikipedia anymore.
Ooh.
But let's see.
For some films they do.
Is this really a film though? It's like a Disney Channel original movie. We'll see. I'll look it up.
I really am
waiting.
Curious. So
punk rock band Descendants, no. 2008 Chilean film, no.
2015.
No.
Descendants 2015.
It's not even on Wikipedia.
Ooh.
It doesn't exist.
Ooh.
Dependence?
Wow.
The Dependence.
Yeah, I wonder how much they spent. They probably like had the sets like already laying around from something else.
Yeah, I got that vibe for sure. Descendants 2015. In present day Auradon, Ben, the benevolent teenage son of King Adam and Queen Belle. Oh, yeah. King Adam, okay. Okay. Offers a chance of redemption for the troublemaking offspring of Disney's classic villains.
The fuck?
Sick.
Wait, yeah, like they're troublemaking because they live in a shanty town that is like at war.
Yeah, it's like gang violence everywhere.
But like
they run their own gangs.
Like each of the kids?
Well, like Mal is kind of like the leader of like the main gang on the island. You know?
But there's like other gangs.
There's like rival gangs.
So like they put other criminals on this island.
Just like villains.
It's like a penal colony.
Yeah,
is it Australia?
They just drop them off. Yeah, this is basically Australia. That's what I was thinking. I was like, is this Australia? Like when I was watching it. It's awesome. Yeah, except Australia is not guarded by a A force field.
Not yet.
If they could, they would.
Not
Let's
yet.
see. Yeah, it's a really good movie.
No,
It's good.
it doesn't sound like
No budget listed.
traditionally good. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it cost them a few schmeckles.
First
a
installment,
couple peanuts.
Descendants was spun off into a CGI animated short form series titled Descendants Wicked World.
Wait, what?
And was followed by a sequel, Descendants 2.
Oh, you haven't seen Wicked World though.
I have not.
Animated.
I'm not into that.
Animated.
CGI animated?
What the
Sounds
fuck?
awful. It's hard enough getting through the actual movies. Like, come
Right.
on.
I wonder how the songs are.
There's probably not even any songs. It
Ooh.
would cost too much.
Ooh.
Too much production.
Like,
I just think it's funny how like one of the villains is named Evil Queen.
right.
That's literally her name.
Yeah.
Evil Queen.
What is this like?
Snow White.
What is this like a movie to scare people about homosexuals from like the 50s?
Wicked. She's sometimes referred to as the Wicked Queen.
The Wicked Queen.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun gay bar.
Yeah. We should open a gay bar, honestly. Not even be gay.
Yeah, right.
But make a lot of money.
Cash in. Well, just create a safe space for.
We know the vibe.
For LGBTQ plus.
Yeah, I think you missed a couple of letters there.
Well, I feel like there's like you can go the whole thing of like saying all of them, or you can just like go like LGBTQ and then plus.
Oh,
and then, like, the plus is
one of
everybody
the
else.
kids at Ordon Prep is Doug. He's the son of Dopey,
What? Dopey the dwarf?
but he's not a dwarf. He's normal size.
What?
He's actually kind of tall,
What,
but he's kind of like nerdy
is
looking.
he dopey?
He's kind of nerdy.
Is he dopey?
He's like the nerd one, and he has a crush on like the Evil Queen's daughter,
Is he dopey?
Evie. No, he's not really that dopey. He's just
What
kind of a
the fuck?
nerd. He's just kind of nerdy. Like he's kind of shy.
Who did dopey fuck?
I know.
Like, there's so many questions.
I know. Who did Dopey fuck?
Like, were
Yeah.
these questions must have been asked in the like writers' room for the show. Like,
Diane Doan as
who-
Lonnie, daughter of Fa
Of the
Mulan
movie.
and Li Shang.
what the
Who the
fuck?
fuck? Li Shang? Is that the guy from? Oh no, okay. I was thinking of the Marvel movie.
Oh yeah.
like Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Did a little crossover there.
Little time bending action. Oh,
Uh,
dude, you know what we're gonna go see? Just a quick aside. You know what we're gonna go see on Tuesday?
Oh shit, that's coming up.
Yeah, Batman. Tuesday.
Thank God my eyes a little bit better.
Yeah.
Did I tell you when I got back from
It was fucked.
when I got back from Florida?
It was fucked.
On the plane ride back, it really started fucking with me. I was like in intense agony. I
Oh
couldn't
no!
see.
Wait, is it this? Is it this one?
This one.
Oh no!
Yeah. and it was fucked up. Like
Dude,
I
what the
think it
fuck?
was like the dry air of the airplane.
Oh
And like
no.
wearing the mask all day, like breathing
different.
hot air up into my
Oh
eye.
yeah, like
It like really
it, like,
it
fucked with your shit?
fucked with it, and I was like in extreme agony for like 2 days.
oh no.
I was like, maybe it'll get better. Maybe it'll get better. Like I just couldn't even open my eyes. I was blind
What the
basically
fuck?
for 2 days.
This eye, you couldn't even
Yeah.
open it.
I couldn't even open it.
Damn.
It was so painful.
It seems like it's still having a little bit.
Yeah, it
of a
looks
ch-
fucked
of a
up if you look
challenge.
at it.
Damn.
So I went to the doctor. They put in another patch. This is the third time I've got a patch in.
Oh wow.
And they're like, yeah, the wound reopened or whatever, and
What the fuck?
it just keeps reopening.
Oh no.
Yeah, so but it's feeling better now. I just went in today and got the patch taken
Right.
out. They said it's good. It looks like it's healed up enough. So like if
Right.
it happens again, come back and see us or whatever.
Did they say like what? Like, is it not? Are you not supposed to get on like a plane?
I don't
Does it
know.
have anything to do with like the pressure differential?
They told me basically that the film on top of your eye,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like it's basically like the skin on top of your like muscle,
Right.
but for the eye, and it's supposed to like adhere or like bond to the eye.
Right.
But like it healed over, but it didn't bond. So it's just kind of loose on top of my eye, and if
Oh.
it's irritated in any way, it can rip and then
Oh,
re-tear.
no.
And that's happened like 3 times. And when that
Oh.
happens, it kind of like creates all this debris in your eye. So that's what makes like the intense pain happen
Right,
every time
'cause
you
it's-
like
yeah,
your
it's
eyelid
got-
brushes up against it. 'Cause
right.
It's like
Oh my
it feels like
God.
there's glass in your eye.
Oh my
It's
God.
awful.
Well, fucking take care of your eye for Tuesday.
I'm just
bro.
been trying to like keep it moist.
Right.
You know? Keeping it.
That's good. Damn, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're like keep it moist. I'm like,
I can't believe it's already it's already gonna be March 1st.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this year's been going by like at a pretty good clip.
Relatively quickly.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot done. I feel like I've been pretty productive.
It's lit.
Released a new video before I left for Florida. It seems like he's got a pretty positive reaction.
Nice. Got to keep the people,
Did a little TikTok
appeased.
Batman. Yeah, when I got back.
Oh yeah, that trash can.
That was your idea.
We're gonna clean up the streets.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turned out well too.
You liked how that was at your vision?
Yeah. No, precisely. So that's the first film.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was good, but it has nothing on the second one.
Really?
Second one gets really
Who's
crazy.
the villain?
The villain in the second one is Mal.
Like,
no, not Mal.
Wait,
Uma. Sorry, I got
is
confused.
Who the fuck is Uma?
Uma is Ursula's daughter,
Okay.
and she runs the fish and chip shop on the Isle of the Lost.
You're kidding me.
No. You can't make this
You're
shit up.
fucking with me.
No, yeah. So Ursula is like kind of like retired. Like we never really see Ursula. We just hear her yell from the other room. But
What the fuck?
her daughter Uma runs the fish and chip shop.
What happened to Ursula at the end of The Little Mermaid?
I don't know, right? Didn't one of these villains die? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I feel like they're like.
I guess they're all alive. I don't know.
I feel like they like go the way of the dodo. Yeah.
But we see Ursula's like tentacle come in from the other room and like whip at
Wait,
someone.
she's still a fish?
Ursula?
Who fucked her?
I know. And like her daughter's not a fish. Her daughter's just like a normal human.
Well, I guess an octopus isn't really a fish. She's still a sea creature.
Yeah, she's like, you know who's playing Ursula in the new live action remake of The Little Mermaid, right? She was just recently announced.
No.
Take a guess. I was gonna say Octavia Spencer would have been good.
I really have no clue. I can't think of anybody.
Starts with an M. Her other name starts with an M.
I don't.
Melissa McCarthy. Ursula.
Wait a minute.
Meet your new Ursula,
Wait.
Melissa McCarthy.
Wait a minute. What is she? Wait. Oh no.
I don't think she's gonna do a good job. Personally, I think that's a bad choice. But maybe she'll
she's the
surprise us
one.
all.
She's the one who's like always like she was in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
She's got the blonde hair.
No.
Yeah, no.
No. She's the one who's always like falling over and
She's
stuff.
she's got like really pale skin.
No.
What?
She's like
Oh,
Melissa McCarthy.
Oh no. I'm thinking of the other one.
She was in Bridesmaids.
Melissa McCarthy. She was in that movie with Zach Galifianakis
I don't know.
about her. She's like a scammer or something, and she like steals his
I
identity.
think you're thinking about Jason Bateman.
I'm not. No.
Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah,
No, Jason Bateman was in a movie where she's a scammer.
Okay. Was she not
It's
in a
written
movie?
by Craig Mazin.
Was she, ew. Was she not in a movie with Zach Galifianakis? I swear.
She probably was. They probably bumped elbows at some point.
So
Rubbed elbows?
let's see.
Bumped.
Oh,
bumped uglies?
I haven't seen her in
She's probably fucked Zach
I haven't really
Galifianakis.
seen her in like a serious role.
Right. I just
I
don't know if
feel
she
like-
has that like intimidation factor that's
no,
required of
I
Ursula.
I was thinking of
She's kind of more like a funny gal,
was
funny
thinking-
lady.
I was thinking of Jason Bateman. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if she's gonna be able to like pull off
huh.
like the threat of like I really like Jungle Book because Shere Khan was awesome. Like he was played by Idris Elba.
who would have been better to be Ursula?
Octavia Spencer.
Who's that?
She's an actress.
What is she?
You gotta think of you gotta think of like kind of a chubbier actress.
What has she been in?
And then think about like, do they have like the menace, to like pull off?
Melissa McCarthy.
And Octavia Spencer's like I think an Oscar nominated actress. She's like actually like a good actress.
I think that I don't know. I'm gonna withhold my judgment because she might be able to pull it off. Because on the front end, like Ursula is like sweet. She's like supposed to have like.
She kind of baits
she's
in.
supposed to be like alluring.
It's been a while since I've seen
The Little
Mermaid.
right?
Yeah.
But she like kind of like draws her in with
Yeah.
like a sweetness.
Yeah.
And like a good attitude, and then
She's
she, like,
obviously bait though.
But I feel like she's gonna be mostly CG.
Yeah, she's gonna probably be like more like an Aladdin type situation,
Right,
Like with like Will Smith.
So I mean,
yeah, why do they keep casting these horrible casting decisions?
why was Will Smith the genie?
What the fuck?
Like that movie was really bad, and he was the best part.
Written by John August. Why are John August and Craig Mazin ruining Hollywood, dude? What the fuck?
Well, why are people letting them?
I know. It's because they have that podcast, and they just they just keep getting jobs because people think they're like smart.
Yeah, they have really cemented themselves. But God damn it, if they don't know how to fucking write a good movie anymore.
Fuck anymore. I don't know if it was.
Big Fish was good.
I've never seen The Big Fish.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah. No, John August is definitely the more talented one.
Big Fish
of
is
the
good,
two.
but I feel like that's his like one thing.
Right. Yeah, he's kind of
Like he did like one good thing, and then it's like
Frank and Weenie
Was that good?
and
I don't know.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That was okay.
He did a bunch of Tim Burton movies.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was okay. But it was like, I mean, what is there really to write?
Yeah, it was bad though.
It's been a long time since I've seen the new one.
It wasn't very good, but that was mostly because of Johnny Depp's performance. It was just terrible.
Well, and Tim Burton directing it.
Yeah, Tim Burton's
They
fucking hack.
they should have. He really is.
Yeah, whatever happened to that guy?
They really should have like done a like happy, like playful.
Yeah, not like a creepy.
Not like a weird.
Yeah.
Like, almost like series of unfortunate events style.
Right. When are they gonna roll that into the Descendants?
That's what I want to know. Wait,
Willy
Wonka?
There's so much more
Willy Wonka?
potential. Yeah, Willy Wonka. Yeah, there's so much potential for this series. I feel like they've barely just tapped the surface of the potential.
It sounds like there is literally no rules.
Yeah,
there's nowhere it can't go.
It's very loose structure.
There's nowhere it can't go.
I was kind of fascinated by it just because of like the mythology, like
Right.
the world building is like
Right.
it's like basically Lord of the Rings, like, but with Disney characters.
Yeah, right. What the fuck? No, it's not.
I actually watched Fellowship earlier today.
You watched The Fellowship of the Ring earlier today.
Earlier
Why?
today.
Why?
Because I was sorting Lego and building shit.
It's a film.
And I put it on.
Something to put on.
And I was like, this is about just as good as The Descendants.
No, it's not. It's way better. It's
really good.
It's way better. Oh my god. Especially The Fellowship.
I was watching the part where Boromir dies, and like I thought I was having a stroke because I was
Damn.
like, is he ever going to die?
Poor
Like he
guy.
keeps
Yeah,
getting
he keeps
shot
getting
with
hit with the
arrow
arrows.
after arrow after
Yeah.
arrow.
It's funny because like in the books, like it's like it's so weird because like in the movies
It's just
like,
one arrow in the books.
well, no. Like in the books, like they like all like the parts where they're like talking and like things are being decided or like all the character development is like stretched. It's like stretched out.
Yeah.
And all the action is like really compressed.
Yeah.
But in the movies, it's like the exact opposite.
Right.
And all the because like you don't even like.
I think it has a good balance because there's definitely a lot of talking, but there's also a lot of good action too. I felt like the Fellowship movie really is like really solid.
Yeah, the Fellowship
like
is good.
the extended edition.
No, it's good.
Yeah,
it's good. It's just like the action in the books. It's like a lot of description doesn't go into the action.
I want to get a Boromir Lego. I don't have a Lego of him.
I guess because he was like in the war, World War I.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't want to like
Tolkien.
Yeah, he didn't really want to like spend a lot of time on his masterwork with like violence.
Yeah, probably not.
I guess.
Yeah.
Because like even like the battle in the
Good observation.
in the third movie, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like the battle, like it's not gone into in detail, but like the third movie, it's like mostly that battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cut in with like Frodo and stuff, but
right.
It's also interesting because like in the books, right? Like once they split off, like in the first book, they're all together.
Mm-hmm.
But like after that, they split off, and like the chapters related to like the Legolas, Gimli, all of them, up until Helm's Deep, that whole thing goes on.
Yeah.
Like those take place, and then you read about what Frodo and Sam are doing.
Oh, really?
It's not
intercut.
It's not like intercut.
I see.
Which it's interesting. I mean, it lets you follow each one like more closely.
Yeah.
But I could, it doesn't make sense to do that for.
How's it been going? Listening to all the Harry Potters.
I finished.
Oh wow.
I'm done.
That quick?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I kind of took
take you long.
I kind of took my time.
Oh really? I feel like we just talked about this like last week or something.
I listened to stuff pretty fucking fast. But
Yeah.
I mean those books are pretty.
Each book's like a day, like 24 hours.
They're relatively long. I mean, I don't listen.
What's that?
I don't listen like sunrise to sunset or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're like 20 hours, 30, between 20 and 30 hours.
I mean, if you listen to one a day, like that would take you like a week.
Well, I wasn't listening to one a day.
Oh, okay.
No. It probably took me, I don't know. I wish there was like some kind of way to look at the metrics. It probably took me like a week to listen to the 7th one.
Probably talk to Jeff about that.
Week 2, Jeff.
Bezos.
Oh yeah.
He probably has the metrics.
He probably does. Yeah. I am using Audible, but no, yeah, it went well actually.
Nice.
It went quite well. I kind of just like realized listening to them this time, like why she made so much money.
What's that?
Because like I don't know, like I never really felt like they were like super like interesting or whatever, but like this time I don't know, listening to them for some reason like they seemed like much yeah, they're interesting, but it never seemed like super crazy to me. It was like I don't know, but like the way the story is like progressed and developed, like it really is like cohesive.
Yeah.
You know, there's not like you know, like things are set up and then they pay off. You know, like one thing I'm interested in is like when she made certain decisions in relation to like how things were going to go in like the later books.
Yeah.
Because it's like, when did she know that she was going to do the whole thing with the Horcruxes?
Right.
When did she know, like,
I feel like it was pretty later.
When
later on in the game.
When did she know? Well,
because I feel like she could have like seeded it better, probably throughout
kind
the
of.
book. I feel like probably like in the fourth one that she like started to decide that for the fourth or fifth one.
Yeah, it could be. It might have been before she started the fourth one, like when she was starting the fourth one.
We should get her on the pod.
Yeah, get JK on. But like, yeah, sick. Like when did she decide that like Sirius, the whole like I don't know, the whole like relationship between like Sirius and like Harry's parents and Wormtail, you know, and like just and
the
like
interesting thing about trans people is
God.
that no, JK, just stick to the subject.
Yeah, shut up, please.
Okay. I promised I wouldn't talk about it.
But yeah, it's just like, when did she make decisions? How did they like take place? Like what did the first drafts look like? Because obviously she's got people, you know, her editor must have been really good too.
What does the editor do?
They like go through your story and like
make sure it's coherent.
Tell you to cut things.
Oh, okay. They're like kind of like a producer.
It's like they like like you write your book and then like you go through like edits and and
you don't just write it all one off and then you're good?
No, yeah, you kind of like write a draft, you know, and then they like go through and they're like, okay, what about this? And then like you can have other people look at it too and like to sure up like, you know, like themes or, you know, comment on like consistency with things. So I'm wondering like how much really was straight up her and like how much was like other people too, like the background people that like work on
they never really get into like the behind the scenes like that,
right?
They always just talk about like the fluff.
Yeah, and it works so well as
I want the nitty gritty like details on how this book was put together.
Yeah,
but yeah, really only like a select, you know, couple of people know.
Right. Yeah.
It's not like a movie production where there's different aspects of the production and you can
yeah.
have different features and highlights on each.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are different aspects of it, but it's just they're not like cataloged, you know, like recorded for like the public, because like I guess, you know, publishers like want people to think like, oh, the author, you know.
I wonder if they could roll Harry Potter into the Descendants.
They just did that. They could, I'm sure.
I mean, has Disney bought them yet?
Based on what you've told me so far.
Warner Brothers is looking like they're probably going to sell to Disney any day now, huh?
And it's also really, really cool how she like grew the maturity level of the books progressively.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, it was really cool when they were coming out.
Yeah.
You know, because it was like, you know, you started with the first one or whatever, the first couple.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, now I got to wait for them. And it's like, okay. But like nowadays, like Owen, for example, like I feel like some of the stuff, he's like 9, you know. I feel like some of the stuff in the last one is like kind of intense.
For a 9-year-old?
Like a 9-year-old.
Yeah, probably.
It's like fucking like very like like torture.
Yeah.
Like Neville's parents were literally tortured into insanity.
That's pretty brutal.
It's like, it's kind of a lot to, you know. So it's like for people like, so it's like I'm kind of thinking like, you know, when I'm like showing it to like Adeline or whatever, my other, you know, kids, you know, in the future, like what, how am I gonna like stagger that? It's gonna be like, okay, let's read one this year and like let's read one, you know, next year.
Yeah, you don't want to do it all in one burst.
Right. Well, I think that's what Owen did.
Oh, nice. So he read all of them.
I think so. I think.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think he listened to them. I think he listened
gotcha.
to the audiobooks. They work so well as audiobooks. I think most books work better as audiobooks. Personally.
Better?
I think most books do.
I don't know. Like audiobooks are convenient, but I feel like I get more out of the story when I read it.
Most books that are like a fictionalized story, I guess I should say.
Oh, okay.
Not like a autobiography. Because the thing is, like, the character voices, I mean, it takes like a good, if it's done well.
You're allowed to use your imagination more with the book, with physical copy.
Yeah. I mean, I guess so.
Imply things yourself instead of having it decided for you, like cadences and tones and.
I mean,
and characters'
voices and stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of just like a suggestion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, it's really kind of like I don't know. I feel like it's kind of, but like the performance like adds a lot to it too that you don't get if you're just like reading it.
True. Definitely adds.
So like it really
personality and character.
It really depends.
Some flair.
And like, well, the thing is, right? If it's made correctly, the audiobook, it should be like in concert with like the author, right?
Yeah.
And like they're going to, it's like the story that they're trying to tell. So, if pronunciation of something isn't right, or the attitude between, of something being said isn't correct.
What if like the whole book was like read by like Agent Smith? Harry Potter.
Yeah, they really
and the Philosopher's
Stone. They really did a good job with picking Jim Dale.
It would probably be like 40 hours if Agent Smith read it.
Yeah, considerably slower.
I'd be sick.
There's this new thing they're doing though, where they like do audiobooks. I guess it's not new. I don't know, but like where they do audiobooks like with like music and sound effects and shit.
It's a little bit much.
Horrible.
A little bit much. Music?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little
like
much.
A score. Kind of.
I mean, I guess I'm not completely closed off to the idea.
I'm not into it.
But
it's too. It's like if I wanted to watch like a movie, I'd watch a movie.
We're listening to Dune, and they kind of have some sound effects going on.
They do
like room tone and stuff.
They do, and
some simple stuff.
And that is that's like the very most that I can like withstand.
Yeah.
That's like the very most I can withstand. But like having it, because the thing is, it's kind of interspersed.
Yeah. Right.
But like having it throughout is just like, it's just too much, man.
Yeah.
It's just too fucking much.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, no, they're great audiobooks. A wonderful story. It really
sounds like you really got a lot out of it.
It really hits all the right notes, in terms of like how things progress and pay off.
Hell yeah.
I think that, it was kind of lame that Voldemort's like spell like backfires on him to like kill him, but like at the same time, 'cause it's like, I guess she didn't want to have Harry like murder him straight up.
Right. Yeah.
It's it is kind of funny
isn't
though.
Isn't that what the spell does? It like deflects the spell that's coming at it?
No, he just uses like Expelliarmus or something.
Huh.
And they just like the spells like meet.
Yeah.
Like two dicks touching or whatever, and like
okay.
and like the one like it's weird because like I guess it's because the Elder Wand like was not under Voldemort's control, but like they both use their spell. Right. He uses Expelliarmus, which is like his spell or whatever, quote unquote. That he's like used throughout the book.
He's known for it.
And then Voldemort uses Avada Kedavra, and Harry's spell like they collide in the air, but Voldemort's like spell bounces back on him, and Harry's spell hits him. So it's like, I don't know. That was kind of like, there's some things that are like kind of goofy, like bringing up this whole thing about how like wands like learn from the wizards, and
the
like
time turners was a big plot hole too.
The ownership, the time turners.
That's some bait.
They were, but they were like destroyed.
You haven't read the
I have.
Cursed Child, have you?
It doesn't exist though.
It's canon. According to JK.
Not for me.
Just wait until they make a movie with it.
Not for me.
They're just like waiting to make that movie.
I'm not gonna. I don't know if I would support that. I didn't support.
That was awful. Yeah, JK is really like crazy these days. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. She did really good with this, but like I was saying, I want to know how much was like straight up her, and like how much was like.
It's probably mostly her.
The team.
The team, dude. I never even really thought about that, like the editor and stuff. Yeah. That's interesting.
I would be surprised if it was all her.
The team.
Because like her other work hasn't gotten like a whole lot of acclaim. Her other books.
Yeah,
she's written a lot of other books.
I tried reading another one of her books, but it didn't really capture me.
Yeah, but it's like they're like the Horcruxes. At least she introduced that in like the 6th book. But, like all this stuff with like wand ownership, stuff like that. That was kind of like, I feel like put in too much of a condensed way.
Yeah.
And it's like there's other weird questions like. all the wizards that were like in Azkaban, like all the Death Eaters.
Azkaban.
Yeah, like all the Death Eaters that were like imprisoned for
Coming
years.
for your ass.
Like suddenly like they get out and then they just like have their old wands. Like,
say goodbye to your ass.
They just like all have their wands back. Like what? Like that doesn't make any
sense. Oh yeah, you're right.
Like why wouldn't their wands have been destroyed?
Maybe they Astio'd their wands.
Well, why wouldn't they have been destroyed?
Astio'd.
They were literally, and like how did Voldemort get like where was the fuck was his wand? Because like
I never thought about that.
It should have been like at the scene of the Harry's family's murder.
Right.
It should have just been there.
Well, no, I guess he took it with him when he got.
No, he was
defeated.
He didn't. he was like
he got defeated by love.
He was like
but he held on to the wand.
He was like a specter. No, he couldn't carry anything. He
really?
He had no like body.
Oh, immediately.
Yeah. No. He was just like blasted into almost non-being.
Oh wow. That's
he was like a specter that was like he was like controlling like possessing like small animals in a forest in Albania.
Gay.
For like years.
That's lame.
Yeah. And then he found Quirrell.
Yeah.
So.
Quirrell's super gay.
Yeah, Quirrell was like such a non-character. They should have given him more. Like the first book really like flies by. Like in that one like
not a whole lot of meat on it.
That one. Here's the thing, right? Like maybe the first like couple books, the first 2 books, I think they may actually work better as books. I may have spoken too soon. They kind of work better as books because
they really fly by.
They really fly by when you're listening.
It's like a novella.
And like when you read them, especially as a kid, you're slow. You're kind of a slow reader.
You're kind of a retard. Yeah.
you're kind of a slow reader. It's like you read a chapter, you're like, oh. You know what I'm saying?
That was a lot of work.
Right. No, it's like that's a lot of reading. Like,
yeah. I'm smart. I'm reading.
So, but like, there's a lot more that's like left up to your imagination in those ones.
Yeah.
Like in the later books,
they go into the details.
It kind of goes way further into detail.
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
So those.
And she really did that intentionally, I guess.
I think that there's an element of it being intentional, and I think there's also an element. Like obviously, she intended to go into more detail, but I think initially she was just like writing kids' books.
And then it started catching on.
And then it kind of like, it's like, oh, well, they're getting older.
She started getting more serious about it, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'd be curious to, pick her brain about
what was the production?
About that.
What was the production cycle like on these books?
Yeah. Let's get her on.
Let's get JK.
Be sick.
Yeah. No, they were good though. I enjoyed them thoroughly. There's some parts that are like, are coming. You just don't want it to happen.
Like what?
Like when they get captured and taken to Malfoy Manor.
Oh yeah. Sad.
And like they're like it's like
Dobby.
Yeah, there's just like some parts. Yeah, Dobby
dying.
He's fucking murdered.
Damn.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
That's sad.
Other parts, I guess, like I don't know. Like I really like the parts of the books that like are not about like like that aren't like building like the fucking to the crescendo. Like I like the beginning where they're like just like kind of like fucking around, like, oh, we're going to Diagon Alley and just hanging out, I like
some school supplies.
I'm a lot more interested in like the wizarding world outside of Hogwarts than I am like what's going on inside Hogwarts. Maybe just because like that is more mysterious.
Yeah, it'd be cool if she wrote some more books like in Hogwarts.
Well,
or not in Hogwarts, but like in the wizarding world.
Right. Like Harry's Adventures as an Auror or something.
That'd be cool. Or just like new characters.
Right. Yeah.
That
would be cool too. Like stuff like the wizarding world of the past. Here's the thing. Like
I just don't care about the past.
Well, I kind of am interested in it. I
don't like prequels. Seems inconsequential.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if it was like really in the past.
That's too far in the past.
Why not though?
Because I want to know what's happening like currently with the Wizarding World.
Well, that's what I'm interested in the Wizarding World of the past, because they're always talking about like ancient magic and all this shit. But like one question, why is like new magic not as good as ancient magic?
Is it not?
It sounds like ancient magic is like extremely powerful.
Isn't Voldemort and Dumbledore like the two like most powerful wizards ever or something?
Because they know the most about like old magic. is what it seems like. And like, yeah, they're inventive.
I guess like the newer magic has to be more low key to like stay under the radar and not like.
I guess so. Yeah.
But back in the day, it was more like
just
just
whoa.
out there.
Yeah. Maybe magic was stronger back then too.
It's possible.
But there were
back when people still held traditional American family values.
This is an English fucking show.
I told you about my idea with American Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still got to make that video.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Yeah. It could be like the old magic. It's like they really had it back then.
Yeah, back when the Americans invented magic.
Right. Yeah, it's it leaves a lot up to the imagination.
Don't fuck with my mic.
Excuse me.
Input. You're trying to cut me out of the podcast.
What if I jiggle it?
Don't jiggle it. Mason's over here jiggling knobs and turning things.
I can't help it. I need something to fiddle with.
Here, fiddle with my eye drops.
Well, that's medicine. I don't want your medicine.
It's just like
it's prescription.
It's not prescription. It's just like relief.
Relief. They prescribed that relief to you?
No, you can buy this over the counter.
They told you to get it though?
They gave this one to me. This is the Refresh brand. It's for contacts, but you can use it without contacts.
That's good.
Basically just lubes your eye up. My prescription stuff is over there. I have to do that every 4 hours.
Lubadoob. Right,
every
that's
4 hours.
That's more like an antibiotic, I guess.
4 hours. Yeah, there's one that's like basically just salt, and you put it in my eye and it burns, and then it kind of feels good though.
At this point.
Yeah, when I first did it, I was like, this is crazy.
That's how you know it's working.
But like, yeah, you feel like it's working if it's burning.
Right.
And the other ones, I forgot. I can't even.
Something to help protect it from infection.
Yeah, something like that.
With it being like torn open, I guess.
Yeah. They're. So if it gets infected, I could go blind. So they keep saying. Yeah, and every time I go in, he's like, "Your blinking's terrible." I'm like, "I know. You tell me every time."
I've got you scheduled a consultation.
Yeah, in May. That's the earliest they can see me.
Yeah.
Like, you're blinking so bad.
That's just how.
When you blink, you barely blink. But I feel like I blink better when I'm not there, because like every time he like sees me and sees my blinking, it's like after they've been like poking my eye for like 30 minutes and like sticking a bunch of lights in it, like really bright lights, and telling me to open them. So then I'm like, I'm all fucked up. And like, I can't blink right, and then he's like, "Your blinking is terrible." I'm like, well, it's better when I'm like normal.
When you rent that Phantom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should like record.
Yeah, I recorded myself with the slow motion on my phone.
Right.
And my blinking looks fine to me. I don't know. I guess I'm not a professional.
You don't got the eye though.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the eye.
I've got my one good eye. Hopefully nothing happens to that one.
Right. Just like Harry Hook's one good hand, except not, because he actually has a hand.
He's fine. Yeah.
He's fine.
I'm gonna show you some videos of Harry Hook just so you have some reference.
Sweet Lord, have mercy on my soul.